Hi, this is Jim, and I wanted to show you um, one of the things I'm teaching in my mentoring that I really honestly feel like this alone is worth $1,000. It's something that I've found that plays out over and over and over again in these markets, and if you can find something like that that works over and over and over again, a repeating pattern, basically you could trade this one pattern and probably make a fortune. I know I'm not supposed to probably say that, but okay, on this live cattle chart, and it's a combination of indicators and a few other things, but it's you can't miss it when you're following the chart. So it's not like some of these courses I get. You got to count the 40 bar high, take away the 10 bar low, and then it's got to do something else. And it's just like when you look at it, you just go, I'm not going to do that. But this you can't miss when it happens. It won't look that way as I'm showing you right now. But when you're following this pattern, because I only teach a few indicators and a few different things, so it's not like you're looking for 100 different things every day, and that's why you can't miss this. And these are trades I took in real time in my newsletter, so this can show you how powerful this is. Basically, live cattle, we would have went long on this bar, and you can see what happened there. That turned out to be a nice trade. And more often than not, you're going to get yourself into a big trending move with this technique, but it didn't happen that way in live cattle here, and that's okay too. That's going to happen. You're going to have a little bit of everything happen in the markets. Um, so that was. So we'll look at cocoa. Um, and again, to repeat myself, I hate to sound like a broken record, but this does happen quite often. Matter of fact, I put out this live cattle chart in about May showing this example, and then I was hoping for some more examples to show my mentoring students, and I just have a video uploading on YouTube right now showing them about 4 or 5 more examples where this has happened just in the last month. So I wanted to get at the point that this is really something that happens often in the market, and it's a really good entry technique. Now here's another thing that's kind of interesting about this if you think about it. On these futures charts, um, okay, and when we on these futures charts, when we take the trade, I'm not going to show you the stop either because that's kind of for my mentoring students. But the stops are not that far back. It's a really low risk way to enter the market. Now, as you can imagine, if you were trading like a mini lot in Forex or trading a stock, these would be super low risk entry points. I mean, since we're just trading like just basically you're buying it, and then if it doesn't go your way, you're out. So I mean, it's very low risk way to enter the market, and usually what you're entering as a market usually just takes off. So here on cocoa right now, we have the setup setting up, and if cocoa does a certain thing from here in the next few bars, we'll be probably going long. And again, there's an indicator involved in this, and then there's an entry technique and all that. But basically, we got this cocoa set up in cocoa, and it looks like cocoa's made a swing up, a swing down, and then we're looking to go long cocoa, and I think that's going to be a great trade, and we're looking to take that because of this entry technique I'm telling you about that I teach in my mentoring. And that's why I'm kind of pushing my mentoring, because I really feel like for $1,000, and you know how expensive these markets are, and if you lose on trades, and you know how expensive educational material is. And this is just one technique I'm showing you is just the tip of the iceberg. What I'm showing you in the mentoring lessons. Now here, gold in this setup I'm talking about, we would have entered long on this bar here, and I consider that a good entry point in gold on this trade. I think gold will move higher from here, and then once you enter the market, the stop is the last pivot low. So there's some risk, but that's not too bad considering. And again, it's going to be a lot less on forex and stocks. Let me refresh that gold chart a little bit here because that gold chart's not showing today's bar. If I can find it. Um, if that comes up. Well, bar chart's being kind of a slow right now, but let's see if I can get that to come up here yet. When that chart came up, it didn't have today's action on it for some reason. Well, maybe sorry about this. This is the last thing you want to happen when you're videotaping. Well, let me go back. Evidently that gold chart's not going to come up again. But anyway, we saw everything we needed to see on gold. It was just, it wasn't quite the right chart, and I thought I'd get the right chart up there for you. Oh boy. Okay, let's go back one more and see if we can get this thing working. And then, okay, lean hogs. That's my next setup. Lean hogs, this is one I actually took in the newsletter too. Sorry about that dead space there, whatever you want to call it. Hopefully a bar chart will come up now with this lean hog chart. Okay, it's gonna work. Okay, here's the lean hog setup, and this is again a trade I actually took in the premium newsletter, and just specifically because of the setup. It made the move up, it came down, and then on this bar, we went long. And I mean, obviously that was a great trade. So you can see that the setup, and the thing about this setup again is totally specific. It totally goes by the numbers. So there's no guesswork. I mean, you know that on this bar it's a buy for sure. There's no doubt about it. So that's another good thing about it. It's very specific numbers and rules. That's one thing I'm really trying to do in these newsletters is I have some rules set out. I'm really working hard to follow them, and the trades this year have really been good because of that. There's times when you know like a low is coming in, but a lot of times if you're not following your system and you just take it because you think a low is coming in, then you know what'll happen. It'll go against you. So I'm following the rules, even if I can see a low coming in on something and I'm thinking, oh, soybeans is at a low or wheat's at a low. I still wait for my entry point and entry signal to get hit. Okay, now here I was going to try to show you one more example, and let's go back. All of a sudden bar chart got slow on me. Maybe it's about 8:30, so maybe it's because the stock market's just starting to open here or something. But let's see soybeans here if we can get that going. And that's one we just took yesterday in the newsletter. We went long soybeans, and again because of this exact specific setup. So again, here's 4, 5, 6 examples of this happening just in the last month. So this is something that happens a lot. Okay, yesterday in the newsletter, I put a buy signal out last night to buy right here, and so beans is already up like 30 cents from there. In the night session, 34 actually. Now, so that entry point there, we would have bought right on the open here, and so already we're ahead on that trade. So you can see that that's a good trade setup, and it plays out over and over again. And again, it's well worth knowing this. It's the way the market works, and it will really help your trading. And it's well worth buying the mentoring just for that one setup alone. And then plus I have tons of setups just like that will help you in the market. So thanks for listening to my video. This is Jim with ProfitTrading.com.